So today is chest day. I'm going to stretch myself a little bit here with this elastic strap, let's say. It's very helpful in order to stretch the muscles a little bit before going for the real resistance training. So we could do like chest and back, because you will probably need a pull and a push if you want to train, let's say, two body parts. Yeah, so let's just do some back and chest today, and from there on we will see how you process with the exercises. I will show you some exercises that you can learn from it and that you can use too. So what I like to do for warming up is just basically doing simple things. Don't overcomplicate everything. If you want to train back and chest, you will probably have to warm up your back and your chest. Not probably, but certainly. So you can also train a little bit, your shoulders, because whenever you are training your chest or your back, you are applying also force to your shoulders. So it's okay if you are warming a little bit your joints of your shoulders. But nevertheless, let's go right into it. So what I like to do for warming up my back is to do some pull-ups. So right here. Five pull-ups, and then some dips. So you can do some dips or some push-ups for warming up your chest. I'm just going to apply those racks here. Fine like this. For the dips, it's really important to maintain your alignment of your body. So if you're going down, try to just go down. Don't try to balance, like a pendulum. You're coming here and concentrate on going down. You do a very linear movement. Very linear movement. So this you have to do at least 3 times. So it basically means 3 sets. 3 of pull-ups and 3 of the dips for 5 and 10 reps. So 5 for the pull-ups and 10 for the dips. Do that 3 times and then you are good to go. You don't need actually that much of a warming up, but it might help, especially if you are older, or if you are not a beginner anymore and you just want to go for maximal technique and you want to provide no injury. So a good warming up is always necessary on this case. So let's see. Let's do the last one. Let's do the last one. I hate pull-ups. Actually, I hate it. You should always do something that you like to do, but as you can see, my gym is not very big. Now you can also say, yeah, then go to a public gym, you know. Well, I'm going, you know. I'm sometimes going. It's not that I'm not going, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta play with the options that you have. That's about it. All right, for chest exercise, we will do some incline dumbbell press. As you can see here, I have my bench ready, and you know, there's some other exercises for chest that might be very useful and might be very significant for you, and you like to do them more, so be my guest, do them. But I like to do incline dumbbell press. Why? Well, you have some good control over the dumbbells. If you are taking, for example, your barbell to make the incline bench press, you have much more, let's say, control over the barbell. But with the dumbbell, you have to control your wrists and your shoulders way more. So it is more of a challenge to do that exercise, and especially if you go for more weight. But I don't mind to share more exercises with you guys. That's because I'm here. So I'm not going to show just bench press, incline bench press, if I'm going to train chest, for example. I'm going to show you a lot more exercises that are really cool to do, and maybe you will enjoy it too. So let's just start with 15 kilos. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but I will check this out. I will put here the right exact amount. Let's do it. So for the incline dumbbell press, it is very necessary to position well your shoulders and get your shoulders really behind your chest, let's say. Okay, and then you come here and you go deep down like this, and you go up like this, and up and up. Feel your chest. Don't hesitate to go a little bit slower down and a little bit faster up. For the next exercise, we will do some barbell rows for the back. For this specific matter, I would like to say that for those exercises which trains the back, especially with the barbell, where you don't have much control going down. It is very necessary, especially as a beginner, or as a beginner, as a very advanced trainer, you should be careful how much weight you should put into your barbell, because in the way going down and also up, and your back is like inclined, it gets really hard on your lower back. So one thing you should consider is your lower back here in this specific exercise, to not abuse with the weights. Have some control weights, so have a very good amount of weight where you can feel your back, but not too much. So I like to go more for volume here than for intensity for this specific exercises. So other than that, let's just do it and I will show you how exactly. So you can either use the front of your fists or the back of your fists, or your grips, let's say, to do the exercise. What I like to do is to use the back of my fists, the back of my hands, of my grips, to applicate this exercise. So I'm going for this application, as you can see, like this, and I'm using not a lot, but a good amount of distance, so the distance between my foot and my wrist, like it's about, I would say, 5 centimeters distance, like so, and then you are just going up. I will start, as you can see, with 10 kilos each side, and as you're coming here, it is very necessary to locate your back so that it also is straight like this all the time when you are moving straight like this. And you are coming here and you're pushing up until your waist, up until your waist all the time. And your back has to maintain stable as possible, like so. You need to feel your back. I'm trying some 30 kilos. So 30 kilos, it's not bad. It's actually my max weight that I'm using. I'm just going to try to do like 5 reps. I like to go a little bit more on an intense side when I'm doing this exercise, so I'm not afraid to go a little bit more heavy on incline dumbbell press, to feel really the chest and the softness, let's say. That's about it for today's session. Of course, I did way more than just that. It's just for managing purposes and for organization purposes. I'm not going to show you everything at once. So more exercises for chest and more exercises for back will come definitely in the next videos, and also for all the body parts. Please, if you want to see more of such content, like and subscribe, and I will show you just quick my current body state. So I'm basically on a very low carbohydrate diet, so more to a keto diet, and I will just show you my little pump that I have with the lightning and everything. Maybe you can see something, or I can see something out of it, and you can judge for yourself. So I'm going to just take my, you can say what my body fat percentage is. You will be the judge. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. So not very lean, not too fat, I would say. All right, so that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. For those who know Jeff Nippard and other science-based lifters, you will know that sometimes what they are telling, it's not very accurate. So lifting is a science for the individual. It's very individual, so yeah. We'll see us, guys, in the next videos.